There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you're safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? Hope all is well. We got a few coming in. Hello, Cool Gamer. Hello, My Wrench. Good afternoon to everybody. Now, I know there's a lot of you that may have already seen this. The poem that was put out, supposedly the AI did it. But hey, come on, let's face the facts, guys. The AI did not up and decide to jump on somebody's computer and just say, oh, by the way, was thinking about summer and all the YouTubers, and I thought I'd just write this for you, Timmy boy. Timmy, as I put in the title, Timmy Puke Boy. I'm sorry, every time I look at him, that's what I think of. He had to have put the information into a database to have gotten the AI to have spit back out what it did. And I'm not even sure that's even true. Because if you read over it, you read over old Don's letters that he wrote supposedly, and the crap that Tim has wrote over the past 2 years, it almost sounds like Timmy Boy himself wrote that poem. In my opinion. Of course, I mean, there's times I've been wrong, trust me. Plenty of times I've been wrong. Sort of like here recently. I mean, somebody tries to start an argument with you or tries to cause problems, and you try to be as nice and cordial as you can be to try to cut the drama down out of the Summer Wells case, off the YouTube. And then what do? You get accused of talking bad about the person, even though you're saying only nice stuff. Ain't that some crap? I received a comment today that said, you can't talk to my friends like that. What do you got? Talk to your friends like what? I was nice. I was cordial. I was trying to stop the drama. I was doing what I could to stop the drama. But guess what? I'm going to talk nice to somebody. What are you going to do about it? You can't stop me from talking however I want to talk on YouTube. All you can do is say nasty things, make nasty comments, do your best to try to ruin the channel, which is only hurting the children. Because you see, if it gets too bad, all I got to do is hit delete, and it deletes the whole darn channel. You're not going to hurt me. You're hurting the children, the ones that don't get that little extra exposure. No, I'm one channel. I'm not doing it all, by no means. But there might be that one person that watches my channel that maybe don't watch no others, or watches very few others. And that might be the one person that knows where that one specific child is. Not necessarily Summer, but another one. And because of me hitting the delete button on my channel, you have just costed that child their freedom or their life or their way home. So keep on, guys. You're not going to get to me. I'm not going to lower myself to your standards. I'm not. With that being said, let's get back to Timmy Boy. We got 20 people in here. Yeah, including Timmy Boy. Let me read some of these comments and then we'll get on with that. Okay, thank you for going live while I'm still awake. Oh, you're so welcome, Alpaca Maid. He thinks he's so smart. His own words show his real self. Yes, it does. Wonder how many trips to Knoxville he took with DW. I would say probably quite a few. I got friends over there too. Well, thank you. Chat GPT isn't exactly what I consider AI. It's actually outdated and can't access anything new from September of 2021. Well, hello, sunshine. The children are why I'm here. In my real life is never tolerate any of the Ben Hill crew, right? Of course, now I'll be ignored. Why are you going to be ignored, hon? Yeah, including Timmy Boy. Listening, but have no idea what's going on, and I kind of like being clueless. That's okay, Kathy. Sorry I'm late. We're going on. What's going on? Oh, well, I wanted to talk about that AI poem or whatever you want to call it. Hello, Lisa. But I got off on a tangent. Sorry, guys. I've looked up and seen my notes and seen where I'd made a note where somebody made that comment about me. I'm talking bad about their friends. Ooh, Lord. By saying nice things now. Get that, beat that all. All right. We've got about 30 people in here. Let me see if I can pull this back up again. Come on. Okay. AI writes a poem about summer wells and the YouTubians. Guess what, guys? Who uses the word YouTubians? Okay. Let me get down here to where it starts. Okay, it says we typed right in free verse how YouTube ruined the Summer Wells Amber Alert case at Chat GPT. Well, of course he put in there, how did YouTubians ruin Summer Wells case? Couldn't he have thought of a different way to phrase it? What effect has YouTube had on the Summer Wells case? Has anybody bothered trying that one? Anyways, it says, and I'm not a poet, guys, so forgive me for my voice. And plus, I think I'm trying to get sick again. It says, in the realm where screens cast their hypnotic spells, a tragedy unfolded, a story to tell. A child's innocence lost, a community in despair. But YouTube's influence tainted the air. A Summer Wells Amber Alert rang clear, a call for help, a plea for her to reappear. But the platform's echo chamber took its toll, distorting the facts and consuming the soul. Unbridled theories, like weeds they grew, twisting reality and obscuring the true. Armchair investigators spun their tales, while the heart-wrenching truth seems to pale. The algorithm fed on sensational fear, views and clicks, the digital veneer. Genuine concern gave way to wild speculation as YouTube's allure led to a skewed foundation. Misguided voices drowned out the plea, the search for summer lost in a sea. of content creators vying for fame, their narratives turning reality to lame. The Amber Alert's urgency began to wane, lost in the midst of the online domain. A family's anguish and a child's fate, overshadowed by the clickbait. Yet let us learn from this cautionary tale to navigate the digital landscape's trail. Seek truth beyond the screen's allure, hold compassion and empathy pure. May summer's memory remind us to be responsible in the way we see. For in the quest for justice and light, let empathy guide our every online fight. Tell me it don't sound like Tim. Don't sound like a computer to me. I believe the computer probably had better sense than when it was coming to knowing how to write a poem and what verses go where. I get to catch another one of your lives. I'm excited. Don't get to very often. Well, I'm glad you're here, Crystal. Look at your first comment. Sweetheart, that is your first comment. Of course, now I'm being ignored. That is your first comment. Dead giveaway, yep. Mr. Dim Tim told on himself. First time here. Welcome, first time in a while here. Where the heck have you been? We've missed you. He had to feed it. He had to feed it the info he wanted back from it. Exactly. Rim 10 Tim likes the bracket. Don shit in. I can rhyme too. This writer has no sense of rhythm and overused rhyme. Yes, exactly. You noticed that too, huh? That's what I was meaning. I'm pretty sure that the AI would know that you're not supposed to do that. Anyways, so do y'all think he's a poet in the making? I don't think so. I'm not even too sure he's a media manager in the making. Not even in the making. I know he ain't one now, but not even in the making. Can't even say for sure that he's a respectable, upstanding citizen of the community either. English Lit 201 pre-basic. Oh no, honey, I go one better than that. 6th grade English. 6th grade English tells you that. If they think Chat GPT is real AI, they have a lot to learn. Guys, I promise it's not always me that's messing up the words, okay? I refuse to answer what I think he is because I will get blocked in chat. You would not, Kathy. Absolutely not, sweetheart. Just find creative ways to say it if it's cuss words. Guys, I'm not real sure why I came live right now, but I just thought that it would be interesting to discuss that because I went and looked it up and I was like, wow. That to me, that sounds just like Tim. The way he writes. Okay, we're going to try this again, huh? Rim 10 Tim loves the bucket Don shits in. Candace likes to drink away all because she can't get laid. Oh, jeez. He's got a God complex and cannot help himself but use Summer and her family to use as the theater stage. I believe it. It's a bunch of cuss words for sure. Well, I tell you, the easiest way to do that, just go through there and just start making X, 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 X. It'd be sort of like, just having one long buzzer so that we don't understand what you're saying and we'll know what you're saying. I think I will leave it to the professionals. Yeah. He needs to leave it to the professionals. I was giving the author a wide range because you wouldn't believe what my classmates wrote. Also, I received an email and I tried looking these names up. And of course, there's a couple of them that actually I know who they are. But there was one on here, I think that the person may have gotten incorrect. Simply because I couldn't find them as a parent of a missing child. But I wanted to read this to you guys because I really believe, this is something that we need to touch on. It says, "Hi, Nana, love the channel. Wouldn't you think that Mark Klass, Edward Smart, and Mark Lindstrom would come out to back DW and CW since how their own children were kidnapped from their own homes? Even John Walsh, but his wasn't kidnapped from his home. Maybe it is because they do not believe them either, even though they have walked in those exact shoes." Now, the only person I couldn't find was Mark Lindstrom. I could not find him related to a missing child. But you have to admit that's kind of true. You have all these other parents who have had kidnapped children, and they go out and they help other parents, whether it's just guidance, counseling, they donate their time. You ought to see what Mark Klass, he has a whole organization going on that goes out in free of charge to everybody, the family, any agencies or anything. They charge nobody to go out and literally look for your child, just like EquiSearch. And you would think that if they truly, as big as Summer's case is, that they've had to have heard about it. You would think that those people themselves would offer up any help they could. And you have to wonder why they haven't. Why haven't they come, especially Edward Smart? Come on. Him and his wife, and especially him, number one suspect from the get-go in his daughter's disappearance. You would think he would have empathy for Dawn and Candace. But we haven't heard a peep out of them. Tubes don't like my opinion either. One thing I'm sure of, I'm disgusted by these people. Yeah, me too, Dot. Dita, good afternoon. I'm new to your channel. I was just catching up on all your videos regarding Summer. You're very good at what you do, Nana. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that, hon. Thank you. Listen, I'm going to say this, probably not for the last time, but I will say this. I am not an investigator. I'm not a detective. I'm not a psychologist. I don't even have a completed college degree of any sort. What I do have experience and knowledge and all this is raising children, specifically 4 to more, because at one point I had my 4 stepchildren I was raising. I'm experienced in being a mother. I'm experienced in taking care of children and keeping up with them, knowing where they're at. And guess what? Never losing one of my kids. Never have lost one, thank God. I have never lost one of my grandchildren. And I have had, all 4 of my kids were born within 4 years. All the 6 older grandchildren were all born within 6 or 4 years. And I've had all 6 of those when they were teeny tiny and never lost one of them. I'm an experienced mother and a grandmother, and that's it. I'm here to put my 2 cents worth in. I've never called this a true crime channel. We'll never call it a true crime channel. Technically, I don't believe anybody on here can say that they're investigating the case of any case. You research, yes, You research the cases. You dive into them. You go in depth on finding out what happened. But guess what, guys? 9.7% of the time, YouTube doesn't do anything to solve any cases. All the people that sit behind a computer, myself included, do nothing to solve a case. We research, yes, but you know what? You research a recipe. You can research the brand of clothing that you're going to buy for your child. You can research the type of computer that you want to use. Researching a case does not mean that you are investigating it or that you're going to solve it. And that's what everybody on here needs to figure out, guys. We are on here to discuss these cases. Yes, we want to figure out what happened. We want to figure out where these kids went. We want to help. And there's a lot of us that can't do the feet on the ground help that we want to. So we do it the only way we can. But all the backstabbing and the fighting and the arguing and calling each other names, that is petty childhood bull crap. We're on here to help these children however we can. But as far as trying to solve these cases, no, nobody's going to solve these cases because we don't have access to the proper stuff that we need to solve them with. And if anybody, I'm sorry to say this, don't mean to toot my own horn. And like I said, I am nobody special. I'm a grandmother who's putting my 2 cents worth in. If anybody has a right to say that they have actually done anything in Summerwell's case, whether it's relevant or not, it would be me. I am the one with Curiosity's help. I am the one who found the actual jacket or where it was located. The jacket that she was wearing the day that she went missing, supposedly. Law enforcement didn't do that. No other YouTuber did that. I did that. And still, that's nothing. It did nothing. It helped the case in no way, shape, fashion, or form. I'm just, the last couple of days is just getting me, guys. I'm sorry. It just kills me with all these people name calling and acting like stupid high school students, kids, teenage kids calling each other names and bad mouthing each other. And, oh, I'm better than you. And you're not going to talk to my friends like that. Come on. Grow up. We are here to have intelligent conversations. We are here to research. We are here to look at the stuff that's going on in these cases and swap ideas, brainstorm about what could have happened. Perhaps come up with a lead or something that we could turn over to TBI and them actually take a look at. Something that would actually mean something to the case. We are not here to act like a bunch of teenagers, to act like a bunch of 12-year-olds squabbling over the last damn apple in the bowl. There are plenty of cases out there that we need to be looking into. Yes, Summers is the hot topic. Has been for 2 years now. But there are a lot of other kids out there that need to be found too. Why fight over this one case? I mean, why fight over any case? It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's childish. I unsubscribed to many channels because of the playground bullying, name calling, and the rest. It's got nothing to do with these cases at all. It really doesn't. And I mean, I've seen lots, not saying anything about any particular person, but I've seen a lot of people go into other chats that are doing And they'll talk about the people that are really doing their best to stay out of the drama. And they sit and talk about them. And that's just as petty. I mean, it's fine for people to jump. Mods, creators go to other chats. They go to other channels and watch to get information or insight about what that creator thinks. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with people jumping from chat to chat. There's nothing wrong with people going to different channels. That's the whole purpose of YouTube and the freedom of speech and that we have here. But you can't go into one chat and say one thing and then go to another one and be a backstabber to the one you were just in. If you don't have something good to say about the person, one, don't go watch them. Two, if you don't have something good to say about something, don't say nothing at all. And if you have to say something, find something creative to say. Try to find something positive. I believe Ellie knows more. They just are keeping it close to the vest to protect the case. At least I pray they do. For 2 years, people financing those losers fight for the children. You might be the only one who does. Thank you, Dot. I appreciate it. Thank you. 11 thumbs up, chatters. Your help makes little things grow. I was crucified for giving my opinion on my feelings about DW being an abuser. Well, Dawn, you shouldn't be. And if you go to, and I'm not telling you not to go to different channels. I'm saying if you go to a channel or a chat where you are jumped on and crucified and they can't have a large enough brain to think outside of the box or allow other people to have opinions, sweetheart, don't put yourself in that position to have to listen to it. Trust me, there are very few, if any, chats I even go to or channels I even go to and watch anymore. Simply because I can't stand the drama. I can't stand the backstabbing. And all they're doing is regurgitating the same old crap over and over and over again. Like it's going... What is that? The definition of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That's the true definition of stupidity. I mean, not saying you, I'm just saying that the people that are just keep going over the same thing, thinking that one day something miraculous is going to happen. And, oh, we missed Don Wells saying, oh, hey, yeah, I did it. No, he hasn't said it. Candace hasn't said it. Hopefully one day they will slip up, or hopefully one day that they'll grow a golden heart and realize they were a parent at one point in time in their life and grow feelings and decide that they are guilty, have guilty knowledge or have guilt feelings, and they would come and tell the truth about whatever it may be that happened. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. Because it is out of the ordinary for parents not to want to participate and to say the child was kidnapped. Yet for moms and dads, they would give any to have their child back. Makes it different. Yes, I agree. And I've been reading over, stories. What's the little girl's name? Lisa something. I can't think of her last name. Her parents, begging and pleading years later. Tell the truth as you know it, no matter whose chat you're in. You learned that the hard way, huh? I'm over the creator crap. They all have opinions to offer. You can't be unbiased if you only believe one way. That's right. And I do believe if you go into a place, whether it's a virtual place or a real place, and there is one person up there and they have one idea of how something should be, and they persuade everybody around them to believe the same way, that's called a cult. That's called very unhealthy. And I know a few people that are that way. It's ridiculous. Insanity, yes. Okay, sorry, it wasn't stupidity, it was insanity. That's the definition of insanity, yes. SSDD every day. Granddaddy said arguing with folks shows who the fool is. But yet you try to resolve things and then you get, you're accused of saying bad things about people. How is that? How is that? That just agitates me too. I wish Maddie McCann and Haley Cummings could be found. You don't grow compassion, you have, or you don't. Hello to those just joining. Kick your shoes off and make yourselves at home. Limited hangouts, a trap every time. No critical thinking skills. And I want to say this up front too, guys, or not up front, but real quick. Listen, guys, for the people who cannot do the memberships for the page, I do not, when I put out notifications, I'm not trying to get you to join. I'm not trying to pressure you into joining. I'm doing that so that I can give the people who are paying for memberships something. So they're not just sitting around paying it for nothing. For the people who don't want to, do not believe in, can't afford it, I understand completely. And it is not nothing. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's okay. But I will tell everybody, just like I told everybody in the member chat, when I say it's members only, that's what it is members only. It will not, no matter what's said, it will not ever be put out as public information. And if by chance somebody goes in there and clips something out of one of my members only and puts it out, because I will never release it myself, I will take appropriate action. So, I mean, just so y'all know, I'm not trying to hide anything, but if I'm going to do something for the members, then it is for the members. And I'm not going to allow somebody to take and do what they normally do on YouTube. The guilty dog cries the loudest. Yes, the squeaky wheel gets the oil too. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate you guys. Every one of you. I promise you I do. It's just, like I said, the last few days I've just been really super agitated. I don't know if it's because I am trying to get sick again or what, but it's just like my blood has been simmering and just on the verge of boiling. You know what I mean? I have so many theories, I just keep them to myself anymore. In all reality, the only thing I know for certain is Summer hasn't been by her brothers in over 2 years. I'm grateful to be here, Alpaca Maid. Well, we're grateful that you're here, honey. I always appreciate so much when I'm gifted a membership for any channel. That's right, Lisa. I am too, honey. Been seen by her brothers in 2 years, yeah. It's okay, Jody. You're not late. You're just coming in fashionably late, which is okay. Everybody knows that you have to make a grand entrance. All Southern ladies like to make grand entrances. Nana, is it possible the parents are protecting the boys? Dawn, that has crossed my mind more than one time, honey. I have said that so many times. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, we were, Jody. If you think about it, Dawn, what would be worse than losing one child? The only thing that could be worse than losing one child would be to lose two. One, because of whatever happened, and two, in the chance that the second one is the one that did it. You know what I mean? And I can see two parents going through hell, being accused of everything under the sun to protect that second child. Can't you? And by no means am I trying to take up for Dawn and Candace. I'm saying in a real world, could you not see a parent doing that? We are discussing, Tim. We were talking about the poem that I believe he personally wrote. I don't think that came out of an AI chat box. I'm asking about the lack of care. Yeah. Not even one legit sighting says a lot. They have no proof of life. My dad used to say the squeaky wheel gets the grease. What he never told us is that the squeaky wheel irritates as well. Yes. Yes, ma'am, I think about that. I do. Floating on his angels in chat, working and listening. Well, we're glad you're here, Marie. I don't know. I just got on here to chat about a bunch of different things, guys, and to discuss a bunch of different subjects. Whatever pops up, we'll discuss. I'm working on a video. It's about the Facebook group, the part of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, where they do the reconstruction of the faces of the unidentified remains that like they've found and stuff. And I'm going to be putting that out probably this evening. I've been working on that all day. So, I mean, some of you may like it, some of you may not. Some of you may already know about the website or the Facebook page. Some may not, but for the people who haven't or don't know about it, go check out that website and the Facebook page. Take a look at those, the images of those people, and see if maybe perhaps you know them. Nana, is it true the milk jug video is not on the 15th? I don't know if it's true or not. I have heard several times that Leslie said that video is not important and that the last known video of Summer was at the horse pond that day. Well, Miss Kirst, hello. How are you doing today, sweetheart? I don't know. I just get so fed up with this bull crap, and I have to listen to these people. And trust me, for anybody considering becoming a YouTuber, do not. I will say this. When I first started, I've known for years that I wanted to be a YouTuber. I have. But could never decide what I wanted to do or what genre I wanted to go into, or whether it be The Sims or, gaming or crafting or cooking or what. When Summer Wells came about, and I seen all these normal people on here discussing the Summer Wells case, and I'm thinking she is that close to me, and she is literally 3 days younger than my youngest grandchild, and I could only imagine what I felt. And then I couldn't get any of the big YouTube channels to ever read any of my comments because, most of them don't read them unless there's, a dollar sign stuck to it. I decided to start my own channel. And although she didn't know at the time that I was known as Angels, I know there's a lot of people that don't like or don't respect Marissa or Molly Golightly, but I did watch her. And when I told her I wanted to become a YouTuber, she told me, don't. Run as fast as you can. You do not want to become a YouTuber. I should have listened to her. Or at least as far as the true crime part of it. This genre is one of the worst parts of YouTube there is. And the thing about it is we watch all these big channels like That Chapter and Kendall Ray and all these big ones. And they never discuss how people are talking bad about them or the things people say about them and all the backstabbing and name calling and all. You never hear about any of that. None of it. So we think, oh, it's going to be easy. This is something I'm passionate about. This is something I love to do. I want to do it. Till you get in here and you're fighting and clawing your way up. And you literally have to fight every single person you come across just to become a small channel. So if any of you are ever considering becoming a YouTuber, turn the other direction. Go be a YouTuber, like I said, in gaming. Go do gardening. Go do cooking. Go anywhere besides here. You got to separate yourself from the drama. Sometimes it's harder to do than said, Cursed. Oh no, I feel for you doing this because it takes much of your time. It does. It literally does. I sit in here and a lot of times, like an 8-hour day, most of the time it's more than that because I'll be reading and researching or trying to put a video together, and then I come in here and give up on the video and do a damn live stream instead. People worry too much about the sub count. Should never be about the numbers. Oh, so and so has 100 subs. They must be legit. Nope. And by the way, I always helped upcoming creators, gave them a platform. I know that, Cher. I know that 100%, hon. And specifically, actually, when I'm saying all this stuff, your face never popped into my mind, not one time. I promise you. Not one time. I'm just, for some reason, Cher, the last few days, I've just gotten, like I said, it feels like my blood is just simmering, ready to just boil over for some reason. I don't know if it's, the true crime or what. Focus on the cases, not each other's real life and past. That's where they go wrong. I really am. I mean, I focus on the cases. I try not to focus on other people's drama and I find that the best way to do it is rise above what they're doing, right? You put out nice things, you say nice things, you don't let them play the victim or whatever. And then, of course, somebody else has to come out and say something. And it just, Nothing easy about the true crime genre, DIY, cargo trailer conversion, homesteading, all have almost zero drama. Exactly. Voices behind the wall. Can I ask if it's true DW told you Summer was in the dress that day? Sherry, if you would like to come up, you're more than welcome. Cheers at Voices. You're so with Dad and Dawn was interesting. Your show with Dad and Dawn was interesting. Watch this AM. Nana, you always try and keep it factual. I do try, and if it's not factual and it's just rumor or something I want to discuss, I try to let everybody know that. And I tell everybody, do not take this as fact. It's not. I'm getting ready to work, but rain check for sure. Okay, babe. What was the question? Did DW, okay, if it's true, DW told you Summer was in the dress that day. Cheering share, yes, please. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to give up, guys. I'm not. But at times it gets hard. Our creativity and originality is what will separate us from the rest. Big creators have the same issue. They handle them in private. I'll join you tomorrow if it's a little earlier than right now. Sure. Absolutely. We can set one up for, say, 12 o'clock. Will that work? Or does it need to be earlier? I know a few of you think I'm brassy, but I've so had enough of the whales. I wish them nothing but what they deserve. So will 12 tomorrow work, Cher? What time is it for me right now? It is 3:46 p.m. right now. Anyways, while we're waiting on Miss Cher to calculate her time difference, is there anything that you all want to discuss? Like I said, I'm just on here chit-chatting today and just trying to calm down a little bit. Of course, I can almost guarantee you tonight in the members only, I won't be so calm. I won't be trying to be calm either. Nana, one thing I can say about you is that you're very passionate in what you do by helping and putting these missing children's faces and stories out there. You are about these realest people on here. You're about the realest people on here. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that, Kentucky mom of 3. And I don't know, I fell asleep after I got off my live last night because I was feeling really bad. I don't know what hit me, but I didn't go to sleep. And I know I tried to watch a little bit of Cher's, but I didn't get to watch much of it. Wish I could afford membership, but just can't right now. Honey, that's fine. That's no big deal. Flies on the Coastlaw became a YouTube member. Well, thank you, Kathy. Did you see my above comment, hun? You said what time? Yeah, you said you'd join me tomorrow, and you said what time? And you asked me what time it was here. 3:50 right now is what time it is here. You probably were, and it probably ran out, hun. I'm almost home and I'll be able to read comments. Okay. But whatever time it is for you now, share. So if probably say 12 tomorrow my time, I believe it puts it what 9 o'clock your time, I think, a.m. somewhere in there. You're 2 or 3 hours behind me, but I would love for you to come on and give us an update. I've been watching your channel for a while now, but I usually don't chat, but I got a new phone now and I can start chatting now. Thank goodness. Well, Kentucky Mom, we are so glad that you can chat now. And I'm just tickled pink for you that you got a new phone. I know what that's like to get a new phone, and it does change things for you a lot. Trust me. Oh yeah, my card expired. Maybe that's why I wasn't. I don't know. I'm ditzy. Oh, you are not, Kathy. You're fine, honey. Michelle Davis, you can be gifted a membership. We have a couple of regular chatters who like to drop them randomly. I'm 3 hours earlier than you. Yeah. So if you set it up for 12:30 my time, which is 2:30 your time, then yes, set it up and I'll join you. I just ask people be civil and don't bash Donald or I is all I ask. That's fine, hon. Nana, we don't always agree, but I do appreciate you keeping Summer out there. Well, thank you, hon. Yeah, so I'll set it up for 2:30 my time. I appreciate that, Cher. Thank you, hon. And Cher, you know darn well when Don came on my panel, everything went great. Nobody bashed him or went off or awesome. I'll share it out when you set it up. Okay, hon, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hang on a second, guys. I got to clean my glasses. Can I come up here in a minute, Nana? Of course you can. You know you can. All you got to say is drop the link. OMG, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go turn the fan on. You can give me about an hour. Okay, that's fine, hon. You're an hour before you got to get ready to go to work. I completely understand. Yes, ma'am, Michelle. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me turn this fan on. I'm back. Cheering. Thank you, Dawn. YouTube must have been listening to M. Davis. I had insurance on my last phone, and when it quit working and my insurance covered it, I got to a new one, but it's just arriving yesterday. It just arrived yesterday. Oh well, that's awesome. Did somebody give out? Did Dawn give out more memberships? I wished it would allow me to see that on this side. I swear I do. instead of having to go over and actually open up YouTube. But that's exactly what I'm doing right here, is opening up YouTube. Well, thank you, Dawn, so very much, honey. You did not have to do that, but we greatly appreciate it. I had insurance on my last phone, and okay, I read that. Yes, because I see someone got it. Okay. Thank you so much, Dawn. Good evening, Heather Lynn. How are you today, sweetheart? Kentucky Mama 3, I'm happy for you. And Jelly, typing around the cracking screen. Michelle, you're welcome. I know what it's like, and I try to give back. Well, hello, Rita. How are you today, hon? I'm so glad you guys are here. Dawn just got my grandson's shoes for school. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, I totally get what you mean about your blood almost to a bull. Yeah. And those that give memberships are so appreciated and very nice. Yes, they are. Thank you so much, Dawn. None of what happened that you are upset. I don't know, actually. Like I was trying to explain a while ago, I don't know what it actually is. It's just I feel like my blood is literally about to boil over. Okay, I'm dropping the link for Cursed. There you go, Miss Cursed. You jump right on up here. I don't know what's causing it, honey. I just know I'm just been upset and irritated the last few days. I had to wait 2 weeks for it, but it was worth it. Yeah. A lot of parents have, though, yes. Give me a few minutes to get settled. Okay. If I must, young lady, instincts kicking in. I don't know, guys. I'm so agitated at all the bull crap. Why can't people just act like adults? That's all I'm saying. Why can't you act like adults instead of sitting around talking about this person and then running over here and talking about that person and run over to somebody else and talking about that person? We're all adults. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. Plain and simple. If you don't like how they do their channel, if you don't like the sound of their voice, if you don't like the look of their face, or their outlook on a certain case, don't watch them. It's easy. If you don't go and watch them, then you won't hear anything they have to say. Therefore, you won't have anything to complain about. I saw the movie Sound of Freedom. Really sad, but lots of insight. Yeah. I agree with you, Nana. Go somewhere else. Exactly. That's the thing, though. People don't. They'll come and sit in your chat, even if they cannot stand you, just to hear what you've got to say. Because, I mean, not even because they like what you're saying, though. That's the thing. Hello, Robin. You haven't missed much, honey. Just more me bitching. Because I'm not a true crime channel. I'm just here to put my damn 2 cents worth in. And I'm sitting here bitching and griping about all the dang bullshit that we have to put up with day in and day out. Instead of just talking about these kids, talking about the cases, keeping their names and their stories and their faces out there. We have to deal with all the bull crap. Just like the bull crap from the other 2 days on Daisy's panel. Get real. Who in their right mind can believe that that was real? I'm sorry, I don't buy it. You love my 2 cents? Some people live to complain. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. And they go tell others about what you were saying. Yeah. And half the damn time it's took out of context. So you could say the sky is blue or the sky is gray yesterday because of the storms, but they'll just go and tell them, she said the sky is gray. And the person they're talking to is looking out saying, no, the damn sky's blue. She's crazier than shit. Because the carrying the tail person didn't bother saying it was gray yesterday because of the storms. They take it out of context and cause more drama. Kentucky Mom, I was just a new phone in October. I'll be typing around the cracked screen for a while. I have a view most people are kind. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong, especially on YouTube. Yeah. It's so easy to go somewhere else if you don't like the channel. Yeah, there's the door. Exactly, Jody. I hide in the bushes, LOL, but I like your channel, Nana. Good day, everyone. Well, Poppy Red Mustang, we enjoy having you here, honey. And I'm not trying to bring everybody else's day down. Don't let my bad mood get to y'all. I know it's infectious, and I don't mean to be an infectious creator. I really don't. I don't buy it either. Hell, it could have been Don and Tim for all we know. Exactly. Hello, Katie Ann. How are you doing today? The flip-floppers carry gas to a fire are so harmful. The BS needs to stop. Yes. Hello, Anjana. I'm good, sweetheart. Nobody hides in the bushes here, but some of us do kick back in a comfy recliner. Yes. What's been up? Well, not much. Just discussing that stupid poem that Tim, I believe, wrote himself. The Tim Puke Boy, I think is what I put on the title. You have to tell me something. What do you have to tell me? Tell me on here. Can you show your face, Heather Lynn? Okay. Hey, sweetheart.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
It's
You're
okay.
already up there. Sorry. Hey, sweetie. How are you? Can you hear me? Well, I don't know why it wouldn't be okay for me to talk to a man.
That's what's wrong.
What?
I had my YouTube on and I was double hearing things.
Oh, okay. It says I dropped a lot of the channels I used to watch, and now I'm dropping the channels that review them. That's a good idea. Okay, so what's up with you, darling?
I just wanted to kick off on what you were saying about the YouTubing part. Yes, you have to climb your way through and out.
Yes, you do.
You
I mean,
you come
Go
in
ahead.
as a nothing, like a new kid on the block, and then everyone examines you like they know you. They start pulling up everything about you, and then God forbid you talk to one person that
Yeah.
others don't like, and then you'll lose subs, you'll lose friends, you'll lose. I mean, then you have to fight your way back up.
Yep.
It's
You
a
sure do.
never-ending story. And I'm like you. I'm about tired of this genre. I've said many times I wasn't going to talk on her again, but it just keeps coming back to her because more stuff keeps happening.
Right. And
So-
and the bad thing about it is more stuff keeps happening, and it really don't even. It's not centered around her disappearance.
Right. It's just stuff that will make you mad enough to want to come back and just say stop.
Exactly.
But it just makes more drama ensue, it seems.
That's so true. That is so true.
AI poem last night that I read, that was so generated upon other people putting words into that poem.
Yes.
The AI did not do that by itself.
Nope. If the AI even did it.
Exactly.
Like I said, I do believe the AI, if it's a real AI, would have more intelligence than to continuously try to keep rhyming verse after verse,
And blaming YouTube for her case not being solved. Come on.
Yeah. Or the YouTubians.
Yes.
Come on.
We came
Tim
up with
Mullins
that word.
uses that word.
We came up with that word, YouTubians.
Yeah.
The AI must have just stole it from us.
Yeah, that's it.
Because we all became in this past 2 years came up with the YouTubian friends word. We are all YouTubian friends.
Yep. Or the YouTubian galaxy. Yeah.
That's more like it. Yes, that's more like it. You have not seen the poem? Yeah, you should go look at it. It's
No. I just read it out. I just read it.
Real Rockin' Robin. She didn't see it.
Oh.
It's more than just the poem. When you go there, there's like the page just keeps going and going and going and going and going. It doesn't stop. Have you noticed? You just keep scrolling and it's just more and more and more.
No, I can read it again if you want me to, Robin. But I mean, obviously I'm not the best poem reader, but Timmy boy makes me sick too.
Yeah, it's all him.
Huh?
It's all him. I proved last night that you can go into the news break and you yourself can come up with an article and go in and have it submitted. All you have to do is just pay a little fee.
Oh yeah, there was a little commercial right after that, and it said you can join Newsbreak and put out your own article about something.
Yep. So anybody can do it, just like I guess when they did with the IMBD with the Fable feed. And this is crazy that these things are going on. These things don't go on in other cases. Why is it going on in this one and surrounding this one particular person?
Honey, I don't know. Kirst, I will read it again, but here's your link, sweetheart, to come up. For the people who haven't got to hear it and don't know it. Hang on, I got to find it again.
They are all nuts, Rock and Robin. This just even go to leave it. It should be left alone until the day comes.
Yeah.
seems to be the person that is doing all of this is the one that's interfering in this case.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
Because it's taking our attention away from what's supposed to be there. It's there. We haven't seen it yet. It's there.
Hello, sweetheart. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you both, but I think we're going to have an issue. It's double. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You have to turn your YouTube off.
Okay, you ready? All right.
Hold on. I'll turn my... Is that better?
Yeah. Okay,
I forget to turn my YouTube off.
that's fine. Okay, in the realm where screens cast their hypnotic spell, a tragedy unfolded, a story to tell. A child's innocence lost, a community in despair. But YouTube's influence tainted the air. The Summerwell's Amber Alert rang clear, a call for help, a plea for her to reappear. But the platform's echo chamber took its toll, distorting the facts and consuming the soul. Unbridled theories, like weeds they grew, twisting reality, obscuring the true. Armchair investigators spun their tales, while the heart-wrenching truth seems to pale. The algorithm fed a sensational fear, views and clicks, the digital veneer. Genuine concern gave way to wild speculation as the YouTube's allure led to a skewed foundation. Misguided voices drowned out the plea, the search for summer lost in a sea of content creators vying for fame, their narratives turning reality to lame. The Amber Alert's urgency began to wane, lost in the midst of the online domain. A family's anguish and a child's fate overshadowed by the clickbait. Yet let us learn from this cautionary tale to navigate the digital landscape's trail. Seek truth beyond the screen's allure, hold compassion and empathy pure. May summer's memory remind us to be responsible in the way we see. For in the quest for justice and light, let empathy guide our every online fight. Woohoo! He's going to be a poet one day.
He was a poet, didn't know it.
Yeah, there you go.
So Tim wrote that?
I believe Tim wrote it. I don't think it came out of no darn AI.
Where'd it come from?
AI generated.
Yeah, he says it's AI generated. I think he says he typed in a verse about something. Hang on, I'll tell you what it says. Okay, we typed right in free verse how YouTube ruined the Summerwell's Amber Alert case at ChatGPT. This is a completely AI written poem done by their computer program. Yeah, right.
Did he
Completely AI.
Who made that program? I need to know who made it because people make programs.
Right. I don't know. I'm not real sure.
It's not really hard, you know. Well. I guess he's had so much time on his hands due to them not being there that he had time to get an AI generated poem. And all the other things that have been posted in the past 4 days. I mean, it's just nonstop.
Hold up. It says, okay, he ain't a poet and he doesn't know it. It is almost 3/4 time, but I'd never waltz to it.
And for all the y'all out there wanting to know why we do not show our face, like my face is there, but a lot of things have been going on the streets lately. We're not going to do that right now.
Right.
We have our reasons.
Exactly. I agree. And
Until things
I don't
calm
know
down,
what
I
the
don't
big
think
deal
that's
is.
a good idea.
I don't know what the big deal is about having to show our faces anyways.
Right.
I've showed my face before.
I have to.
I have showed my face before too, but it's not my face you're listening to. It's my words and my brain and my thoughts.
You're not going to be sitting here examining what's behind me and what I'm doing so you can go look, dig for something else that's not irrelevant.
Exactly. And that's exactly what you do. People, you go on camera and people are sitting there examining, is the picture behind you crooked? Oh, do I see something illegal sitting on the counter behind you?
They've already said that Ro was living in a tent, just because she does outside lives. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that's what's been said. And she's only been here, a week or so?
She's
been around here for a couple months.
Okay, okay. I've just found her, but she's now going through it.
Sometimes you put yourself out there.
That's right. When you say those things, you got to have the repercussions behind those ugly words.
Yes, you do.
There's a lot of ugly talk.
It's always it's always better to rise above that. And don't put yourself out there like that. And if you do, don't try to drag somebody else with you. Is all I can say.
This case has become personal. I think that's what the issue is here. A lot of people have made friends behind the scenes, and I don't think you're going to see that in other cases where friendships have been made. And then when you have friendships break up and it gets ugly sometimes, especially when you have competition.
Right. Well, I know that it sounds odd, but me and my 6 mods that I have, 6 mods, we are all on a personal level. Like they have my phone number and we call each other nearly on a daily basis and chat all the time. We have become very close friends.
Yep. Mine too.
But I don't foresee us breaking our friendship up. I'm the kind of person I would let my channel go before I would let a friendship go to the wayside. I won't do that.
Yeah, I'd walk away from the issue before I'd let it come in between us.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of people think we should become friends on here and all this. Well, how can you not when we are all on here talking every day, seeing the same people?
Sharing feelings.
You agree with that person's, 100%. You want to say, hey, I agree with you.
Right, exactly.
And then that's how it ensues. You start talking, seeing each other, and then boom, you're a YouTubian friend.
Yeah. Has somebody dropped Heather Lynn's channel in chat, guys?
Thank you, Nana.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
I didn't know you had a channel.
Yeah, I had a small one. I had a look, I was collaborated before, but it didn't work out. So I went on my own, start on my own. But I was going to do just about my tiny house that we were building. And then it turned into back to this subject.
You come from Cam's channel, right? Is that where I know your name from?
That's right.
Okay, yeah.
Cam, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think highly of Cam and them. But we sure haven't heard from them in a while. I guess they're getting their stuff together.
Right.
Getting on the road, huh?
I suppose. I hate that for them.
It's a big step.
It may be the best thing they've ever done, though.
It could be.
Away from the routine place.
Yeah, they're young. It's not like there's no going back if it doesn't work out.
Right.
Start over and go back to what you were doing.
Exactly. Rethink situation and the way you not rethink what you think, but just reset your brain again and get your feet grounded again.
Yep. I'd love to travel, so
I know.
I'd probably do it too. You know, if I had the means to do it, and yeah, why not do it? Go for it. I wish
Yeah,
you
I
the
think that
best.
would be cool.
Now that I have no, children around, it'd be so awesome for us to just get up and go everywhere.
It would, wouldn't it?
Are they doing an RV type deal?
Heather?
Do what?
Are they going to do an RV? Is that how they're doing it?
I think I heard him say he was going to try to get the biggest vehicle he could because he was a big man. So I felt like it would be that's going to be their best bet with the kids, would be an RV.
Right.
I've got two campers in the yard and never even use them.
Kirst, I got a question for you, sweetheart.
Yes.
We don't get to really hear a whole lot from. I mean, I know you put stuff out on your channel and stuff, but we don't hear your opinions or a lot of what you think.
On what?
On the Summer Wells case. Got anything you want to share? Not putting you on the spot or nothing. I'm just saying.
You are.
Well, how am I listen, I let you stay up here for a while.
Well, I don't care.
About other stuff.
I don't hide my opinion. I'll tell you what I think. And I have kept myself open to other options. I really do think an accident happened. Either she was sick previously and stayed sick, or possibly the dry drowning or an accident at the house happened and it was covered up. Yeah. I 100%, 110% do not believe she was kidnapped. There's no way. I just cannot see that happen unless Candace is lying in her story about being outside. I don't understand how she didn't hear anything. I don't get that. And other people that's been to the property will tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
Then everything else just falls with it, with the emotions. And that's why I don't think that she's no longer here with us. Because if they would have gave her away, let someone keep her for a while, I don't think we would see those emotions. There would be no reasons to have emotions if they knew that she was well.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Steel and Leather says subbed. And Michelle Davis says just sub to everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, just do it. Just sub up to everyone.
But I feel like you, Carrie, said, like the day that Chris McDonough went up and he said that as they were going, Candace stopped at the bottom of the driveway and had a breakdown.
When they were interviewing?
In the interview. Mm-hmm. She had a breakdown at the bottom of the driveway. I'd always wondered, was there like the little gate thing that goes across? I thought they said someone like always undo it. But I wondered, did she undo it and somebody accidentally hit her? Or also, when you were talking about the dry drowning, Hunter knew more about dry drowning than I did, and I've had 3 kids plus grandkids.
Yeah.
He had me researching dry drowning because he already knew at 15. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that probably came from talking with his mom and grandmas.
Yes.
But and then listening the way that they talk almost makes me feel like they're trying to cover for him as well.
Yep.
Like he did something wrong, which kind of points me towards before she got home that day.
Yep.
Right, because he wasn't supposedly there at the house when she got home.
None of it makes sense from start to end.
I'd really like to know if this milk jug picture is that day for sure. I mean, it makes sense that it does with everybody's story. And there's so many things wrong with that picture. It's not right.
Mm-mm.
Well, also, you got to remember, though, that picture supposedly, the time that picture was supposed to have been taken, or the video, was 3:09.
Right.
We have Don in one interview, just one, saying that he called Candace at about 11 o'clock. The rest of the interviews that he has done, every time he is asked about what time it was he called Candace, he says it was at 3 o'clock. And she was supposedly still at the water. And that's why he said he was just going to go ahead and work late, because he didn't want to go home and be by himself.
Well,
So,
that doesn't make sense either. I mean, at 3 o'clock.
Right, but if you think about that, that would tell you right there that there's a possibility that obviously that video wasn't took that day.
Mm-mm. I don't feel like it was. I feel like all those videos were uploaded at the time that she says that her and Hunter was showing her how to use TikTok. And I believe they went through her photos and added them and made TikToks while they were, he was showing her. And all of those, he was just picking pictures out of her phone.
Right.
Or she was picking pictures out of her phone. And they were just posted on that day, but actually taken another day.
You're saying Hunter was teaching Candace how to do TikToks?
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Well, she had TikToks out before that.
I'm almost
They go back to March.
He says that's what he was doing.
He was teaching me how to upload TikToks, and then, yeah.
That was in the extended, wasn't that in the extended interview with Chris McDonough that she did when, like, they walk around to where the bus is at and he's asking her about who owns the bus and all that?
Yep. I've got it all I wrote every single word they all said in those interviews with Chris McDonough, and I like to go back and read those because you find so many different things now that you didn't know then.
Yeah. I don't remember those words though.
This story isn't what you said back.
You're gonna make me watch it for the 57th time.
I'm sorry, but I promise you it's there.
Yeah.
I won't say it that's word for word, but
yeah,
paraphrasing, that's what was said. Yes.
But I just don't understand why you hang out with the 15-year-old without your kid, your other sons. I wouldn't want to hang out with a 15-year-old. All they want is something all the damn time. They want something, I think he was using her.
I get it. If the story is true to the point where what happened, where she took her mom to the hospital and by chance was sitting there bored in the truck and got a hold of H, and then they got to talking. She's like, heck, you want to hang out? It wasn't pre-planned. It wasn't, well, I'm going to leave my boys home to hang out with him. It just happened to play out that way.
Yeah.
But you can make it bigger than it is.
They were going to go fishing. Because they were going to go fishing. That was the first story we got, was fishing. I don't believe we heard anything else about fishing.
Well, Dawn said everything's in the Suburban. So maybe she had fishing poles in the truck, and it was true. Grandma did call right as they were leaving, and they're like, well, we don't really got time to go fishing, so let's just go jump in the lake. And you know me, I am not a fan of the wells, but certain things can just be the way that they are.
Yeah. A lot of things that people are scrutinizing about what happened or who was talked to who or why they were talked to or why this was said or that was said. Literally, people wouldn't think twice about it if this child had not went missing.
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm not taking up for the Wells, not at all. But everybody keeps saying, well, why has she got a 15-year-old hanging around like you just did, Heatherland? But the plain and simple fact is, trust me, I had 4 small children. And you either have, like, if you're letting them play out in the yard, you have to be out there in the yard with them to make sure nothing happens. They are small. They don't know what they can and can't do. But you also need to be inside taking care of this or that or the other. If you have the opportunity to have an older child around that's still young enough that will play with the kids, but is old enough to know what right and wrong is and to watch out for them, you latch on to that older child, because that means you can have them outside keeping an eye on the kids while you're inside taking care of whatever you got to take care of.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were the house, like the cool parents' house. You know, we can go up here and we can smoke and drink. I think that's why Alice and these kids like were up there. Yeah, they got away with that. Yeah,
you know, the cool mom.
Yeah. Now I believe Summer was on the bed with her and H, because there's a little baby hand. That's not Candace's hand swabbing his hair. That's a kid's hand.
I don't think there was a sexual thing. I mean, excuse me, I shouldn't have said that there. I just think that he used her for what he could get.
Oh, definitely. It went both ways. I believe that.
You think both ways?
Oh, yeah.
That way, you know, he could take it back to his friends and he was doing his thing. Ladies, I hate to cut it, but my sister has came in and I need to drop down and speak.
Oh, it's okay, hon. We appreciate you jumping up here and saying hello. Giving us your time.
I will come back, Nana. I love you guys.
Love you too, hon.
Nice to meet you, Curious.
You too. Later.
Bye-bye.
I'll step up to you.
Thank you. I'll do the same.
All right. Bye, hon. Okay, Miss Kirst with Curiosity. First of all, I want to ask you something that I have never asked you, and you have to give me a truthful answer, okay?
Of course.
This is a serious question.
Right. Hey, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Because I'm always leaning into my phone, but I'm comfortable like this. Can you hear me okay like this?
Yeah, you sound the same.
Okay.
Okay. How'd you come up with the name Cursed with Curiosity?
Let me think about that. Well, I know I ask a lot of questions, so it probably stems from that.
Right.
You know, curious. And
Right.
I was probably having one of those days. I'm like, I'm fucking cursed. Yeah.
Right.
That's about the best answer I can give you.
Rita, thank you, sweetheart. Yes, you have. She said, I don't know who she's talking to, but she says, no problem. I've been here with Nana since her very first video. So you are very much appreciated, Rita Ledford. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Rita. I'm starting to get unmad. I need to keep mad for my original. Why I wanted to jump up here.
Okay. Well, go ahead and get mad. It's okay.
And I love you, Cher. I don't know you personally, but I love you. I love your work. I still watch you. But it upset me, and you went along with it, Nana, and I couldn't believe it.
No, I said the last time Dawn was on my panel, nobody bashed him. She did not say be nice. She said do not bash.
Well, you know what? I want to be able to do and say whatever I want, wherever I want to go. That's like being on a different channel and blocking my thoughts. Now, respectfully, which I always am respectful, but don't tell me what I can and can't say.
No. I'm not saying you can't say what you want to say. Bashing means you're a bloody blah blah blah.
Does it though? Is that what she meant? Why did she feel the need to put that out there? Because she wants to come on your panel. she's going to ask your guests, your chatters, not to bash Mr. Wells. Why? He is a separate entity from her. She is not his attorney. She is not his spokesperson. She is Cher. So what was the purpose in asking that? Why? She's already hushing them when they go to say certain things. She tends to remind them of these gag orders and no, don't say that. Let them say it. They need to. And that ticks me off.
Well, it shouldn't tick you off, or maybe it should tick you off. I'm not asking nobody not to ask them whatever they want to talking about Dawn and them. Say whatever you want. I do always say be respectful of panel guests.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's the only thing I ask.
Absolutely.
And then as long as it's done in a respectful manner, you can ask them pretty much any damn thing you want to ask them. I have no problem with that. I'm talking about, I'm not going to allow anybody coming in here saying you're a stupid, B word, you're a C word, or, you're a baby.
I wouldn't let no one talk about her either.
That's what I'm saying that I will not allow to happen. That's what I'm talking about, bashing. I'm
Right.
not talking about asking questions.
But she asked for Don Wells' name not to be bashed.
Maybe she plans on bringing him with her. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Well, I doubt it too.
I mean, I don't think of Dawn when I think of Cher. Cher's separate from Dawn in my eyes.
Cher's a creator and Dawn's a piece of shit.
Exactly. I mean, why not say don't bash Candace? Is that cool? Is that cool that we bash Miss Wells when she comes up?
Well, she don't never come up, but no, it wouldn't be.
No, I'm talking about when Cher comes up. She didn't mention don't bash Candace.
Right.
She's just don't bash Dawn.
American Nightmare says, do not bash too much, please.
But I haven't seen too many Wells supporters on this channel over here.
No. I don't think I have any Wells supporters that aren't just a fly by night, come in for a specific live and then leave. There's not a lot of Wells supporters that stick around. Dippy and discovering, if you can call discovering a Wells supporter, which she doesn't believe in defending them. She supports Summer. She just believes in trying to gather all information. The only person I can truly call a Wells supporter is Dippy, but I still love her to death.
Right.
And she is still welcome here anytime, day or night.
Yes. Just thought it was odd,
Well, honey, it's your channel too. And if you feel like something is being misrepresented or it's not being stated clearly enough, or you have a problem with something that's going on, just like any other person in this chat or on the channel, you are more than welcome to jump up here and say, hey, Nona, wait a damn minute. We got a problem.
Well, when I heard you say, okay, cool, I'm going to agree to that. I'm like, wait a minute. So what are you saying? Are you saying we got to be good because Cher's on panel? We got to watch what we say about Mr. Don tomorrow?
The way she said it was no bashing. And to me, bashing is being rude and crude and calling names, that kind of stuff.
Well, what if I want to? What if I want to call the nasty... I can't say it because I'm being respectful. What if I want to? What if I want to call him a name tomorrow because I feel some sort of way because something's brought up?
There's one damn thing about that, Miss Cursed with Curiosity. You're a damn mod, so ain't nobody can strike you or time you out or nothing like that.
I just think everybody should have the right, as long as they are respectful, to have their opinion, no matter what that opinion is, as long as it's classy and respectful.
Right. And if it's classy and respectful, then there's no reason it shouldn't be allowed to be put out there.
Right. Now, if Dawn is going to come up on panel, then I support it. Yeah. Don't bash our panel guests, please.
Exactly.
That's the only way I would support. Hold your tongue, please.
Well,
that's it. That's all.
I agree. Well, come
I
on.
think I'm feeling the way you're feeling today too. I feel tight and bundled up and just want to explode.
It's I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's
I'm aggravated. There's a lot of BS going on with these people that used to do great work. They used to put a lot of good information out, and there's still good information that can be put out. Not only on summer, but there's other kids, there's other situations that you can put your time and effort into, but they're not. They're talking about each other. They're talking about bullshit.
We have another crime. We have another crime that has taken place, Kirsten. We've got to figure it out.
What is it?
We got to figure it out now.
What is it?
Read the screen.
Oh no. Who is that? Oh no.
Who stole May's wrench?
I know who did it. I know who did it.
Returned.
I know where it's at, and I know who did it.
Who did it? Are you that good?
You did it. In the closet with the mop handle. You did it.
I did do it. I did. May, I am so sorry, sweetheart. I took away everybody's wrenches for now because of certain changes to the channel. There's only 6 people who have wrenches right this moment. I will more than likely restore your wrench soon. But as of right now, until I can get things figured out, there's only 6 people who have wrenches. So it wasn't stolen and it wasn't taken because you done anything. Oh, she's going to kick my ass now. Oh, no. Dang, May. Am I going to have to run and hide? No, May, I will try to get that fixed. I will try to figure it out ASAP so that I can give you your wrench back. Okay. You know I love you, and it was not took because anybody did anything wrong. I'm just making oh, May. You're making me feel bad. Yes.
We're crying. Don't cry.
Oh,
it's for good reason.
Yes, it is.
It had to be done.
But you will get it back soon. I promise. Okay. Trust me, I don't want to give up my trip to the Jersey Isles. I don't. And I know. Oh, I love you, Nana, and I won't kick your butt. Okay, thank you, May. You make me feel so much better.
Is May a girl?
Yes, May is a girl, and she has invited everybody in chat to come to her house and visit. She lives in the Jersey Isles over next to it's in the UK or off the edge of the UK. Western something. Wales. It's next to Wales something.
She's not going to kick your butt.
Okay. Well, that's what matters. I will get the wrench back soon.
So where are we at here with this Carroll County remains? I started researching it last night, and I only found one article, which I know there's more, and it was straight to the point, plain and simple. And I need more answers because I got the runaround on shares the other night listening to Dawn talk about what their plans were. He didn't give a straight answer, in my opinion, from what I heard. I did not hear him say, we are going to go, give our DNA. we are working with our PIs and they are checking into it.
Right.
We knew about this a year ago. And because it's 2017 from such and such source, really we shouldn't be worrying about it anyway. But
Right.
then listening to K-Crime explain how, is it the PMI works, that 5-year mark waivers.
Yeah.
So it's not in stone. It needs to be checked out. What's the big freaking deal? Let's get it excluded, please.
Okay, Real Rockin' Robin says, I see you all actually showed where Dawn's DNA was taken in 2007, so why not submit that DNA?
Well, there you go.
Exactly. I don't know why there's any kind of hesitation. It doesn't matter whether they swear up and down that the kid met their demise in 2017 or not. It's not going to hurt or harm anything or anyone for them to do the testing. Although, on the other hand, it has plainly been put out there that the test that they use to determine what time this child died, what year they died, can be off by years. I mean, why else would they have tested that? The little boy that used to live on that property, right? He was missing for 20 years, and they tested his DNA.
Yeah. So the remains were in the receptacle, correct? And the sleeping bag and the blanket was beside.
No. It was inside it with her, but not wrapped around them.
That's not what the news article said.
Really?
The news article said the sleeping bag, the blanket, and the piece of cloth, they put it, was
beside her.
I don't like miswording, so I'm going to look at it real quick. Yeah, it was not with it, which is strange to me. Where was this receptacle at? Because I thought I seen that the sleeping bag, or I heard that the sleeping bag was kind of in the middle of the land. So there's a receptacle sitting in the middle of a land?
A barrel.
A barrel. Okay. Barrel. We're going with barrel. Okay.
That's what it's. A trash can's what they actually call it. But as far as I know, I understood it that all the stuff was beside her in the barrel with her, but not literally wrapped around her, but just beside. I say her, guys. I do apologize. It's just easier to say you're talking about a female or a male. Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, the skeletal remains of a young child were found in 2022 in a trash can in Carroll County, according to the National Missing Children Unidentified Persons NamUs, in other words. Yeah, let me go into it.
The remains were discovered in a garbage can in a wooded area on September 6, 2022.
But a new report was created on January 11th, 2023. The remains were near a gray-blue sleeping bag, a white blanket with pink flowers, and a Winnie the Pooh piece of cloth. During the discovery, officials also located strands of hair of 1 to 2 inches.
So they didn't really specify what the new report is stating. Is that the next paragraph, what they're trying to say?
I guess authorities have not identified who the remains belong to, but they believe the child was in the age range of 4 to 7. They also believe the child died in 2017. Additional information about this discovery is not available at this time.
Right. So what K-Crime was trying to educate people on was the difference. Looking for those scientific words. Okay, so 2017 was 5 years ago when they found it. But
No. They found it. They found it last year. She
in
died.
2022.
Yeah.
2017. What?
Is when they believe that the child died.
Yeah, wouldn't that be 5 years ago from when they found it?
Oh, yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah.
So what she was trying to explain was based on what they base it on, it's not just 5 years. It could plus or minus years. It could be under 5 years, which could fit our summer, is what I'm getting to. It's
and this is where I got what I was saying when I said it was found with the body. It says the National Missing and Unidentified Person System included this photo of evidence with their report on human remains of a child discovered last year in Carroll County. It shows a blanket and a sleeping bag found with the body.
Where are you at? What are you reading?
It's child remains found in Carroll. And it was wrote January 16th, 2023.
Yep. Okay. Found with the body.
It won't let me go into it, though, for some reason.
Yeah, mine ended too. Like it kind of fades away to the bottom.
Yeah, published its reports.
You got to log in to read it online. Well, I'll just read someone else's. Well, so I was listening to PG last night, and Daisy came over, and she said, "Yeah, they're gonna get tested." Well, that's not what Dawn said.
Right.
So that's giving false information, in my opinion, because everybody believes what she says, because she believes everything they say. How true is it? Do you know? And if you don't know, don't pretend to know.
Like I do that all the time. Come on, I got to be one of the dumbest YouTubers on YouTube. Because I don't never know nothing. Go ahead. Hello? Are you there?
No more. Sorry. There you go. If Summer was to be found tomorrow alive, she would go to the state, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is she not, what's that word I'm looking for? Theirs anymore? Or would they?
More than likely, when they said that the boys' case crosses over into Summers or vice versa, however you want to look at it, whatever custody happens with the boys, 9 times out of 10, the same thing is going to happen with Summer if she was found tomorrow. It would just fall right in line because there is a reason why the boys were removed from that home, and there is a reason why there's legal paperwork going through the courts right now as far as custody, and it doesn't change anything just simply because Summer is not here. If she was returned, it's not like they're going to treat her any different than whatever's going on.
Well, I asked because I'm just wondering if other people should be making these decisions instead of the parents to push certain issues for certain things to be done.
Oh, honey, I've been saying that.
If they don't want to get this done, then can someone else say, too bad, we're going to get it done?
Hi, birdies. I I talked about that once before, I believe, on a live.
Yeah, you did.
About possibly, I talk about every damn thing. I know y'all get tired of hearing me say that.
Mhm.
But the fact is that we were discussing somebody filing for custody of Summer. It's not a precedented. I guess I'm saying that right. That case has never been took before a court, as far as I know.
You mean a missing kid?
Yeah, a missing child, filing for custody of a missing child.
That's wild, but
at least if that was done, if you could, go into court and actually get this done,
mm-hmm.
then exactly, it would take it out of the parents' hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying adopt. I'm not saying make it permanent. But for the time being, that would give somebody else the actual legal right to go to law enforcement and say, hey, I want answers.
Right.
Hey, I want this done.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, yes, I did bring this up before, and it never caught on, or nobody ever followed through with it, or, nobody was ever willing to put up the money and the mouth and the ass to back it up, I guess. Nobody felt like they needed to try to file for custody of this child.
Yeah.
But even if you're just filing for custody of her name, they at least you could get answers.
Mm-hmm.
Now you would have to actually hire a lawyer that is willing to go up and, fight against the system, because the system's going to buck it because they've never had a case like this.
What do you think they do? They'd rather have the state have her than a personal family?
I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, hang on a second. Mohawk, legal representative, legal guardian ad litem is what you're talking about.
Yes, that's it.
Some are legal age siblings that can give consent to test DNA too. Yes, but you have Margie and Donnie, which obviously Margie is, oh, my daddy's wonderful. He's never done anything wrong. He's the perfect daddy. You have Donnie, who is basically, who gives a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You have Candace floating, who is, who gives a shit? Stay the hell away from me and mine.
Yeah.
I mean, and Anthony, or Andrew, I'm sorry, Andrew floating, not floating, but basically floating. That man don't even want nobody even looking at him. He's just been over it since he was a kid. So what adult?
What about grandma? Wait, are you talking about I guess I was going back to the DNA testing. Are you talking about custody now still?
Well, no, it says right here, Lisa says Summers legal age siblings that can give consent to test DNA also.
Okay. Yeah.
But
so you got Brandis, you got she's got a sister, another sister.
Yeah, but they're not direct, they're not close enough blood related to actually do anything. I mean, they're talking about taking blood from these half siblings that are adult age who can give consent to do the DNA testing, or custody of Summer so that they can possibly make the right choices for Summer's case. I don't see that happening either.
Did you figure out whether or not the parents will have to put out money out of their pocket to get this done?
Everything that I found when I was researching and reading and looking yesterday, no, the county does not charge the parents to, like I said on my live last night, honey, that would be they would be making, the county would be making a killing off of anybody, anytime they found human remains. All they'd have to do is say, call up every parent that's got a missing kid and say, okay, we're going to charge you $5,000. You come on in and get this test done, knowing damn well that there's no possibility. It would be a ring. Counties don't do that. They are victims.
So this should have been done a year ago, really. When they heard about it, they should have jumped at
it. And that's just my opinion. But I mean, as far as I did look, I can't find anything that states that they would charge them anything. Anything. So basically, that's just another money grab.
Well, that's just another excuse too, because there's so many people on here that love summer. That would be, we would have it. Tell us where to send it. We'll come up with it.
Yeah, like that lady on Remain Calms last night. I'd be more than happy to pay for it if that's what it takes. Tell me what building to meet you at. I'll go down there and I'll pay the money straight to the institution after the test is done.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's no way in shit in hell I'd hand them another damn dime of nothing. They're not willing to look for their child. They're not willing to hang posters up for their child. They're not even willing to waste their breath if that's what they want. I'm not saying it's a waste of breath. Understand what I'm saying. But they're not even willing, according to them, to waste their breath in saying, hey, my daughter was abducted. Please bring my child home to me. They're not even willing to do that.
You know what might have set me off today, now that I think about it, is, I'm in my free time. I'm always reading and listening to keep up and write down things about the case so that when I make videos, it's correct, factual. I've got something to back it up, or I'm just in the know, And I was in the middle of that, and I caught a can video. And it was of her splashing her little feet in a pool like a child. And it sent me through the roof. She can do whatever she wants. She's grown. Yeah, she can be happy and splash her feet. But just from what she was doing in that moment and what I was doing in my moment, it just set me off.
Right. And I'm sorry about that, sweetie. Vet Girl says, sorry, I can't tag on mobile. FYI, anyone who has been incarcerated in all 50 states, DNA buccal swab test done from the early 2000s. And that's exactly what I said last night. Everybody that's put in jail, there's a test done on them.
Just jail or prison? Sorry.
That's jail on up to prison.
Has Candace been in jail?
No.
But I know she's got a lot of charges. I didn't know if she had to serve a few days here and there or not.
And NOMUS or whatever, does it for free per the website. Talking about the DNA testing.
Yeah.
Hello, Vet Girl. We're glad to see you in here, hon, and thanks for the quick facts on that.
Well, I think if I remember correctly, just from DNA for a child support order back in the late 90s was only $500. So it can't be that expensive anyway.
Right.
But
Mohawk Mom says she was in jail in Wisconsin for what? I never thought she actually went to jail. They dropped the charges. She went to court and that was it. But I mean, it's neither here nor there. If she was in jail, that would have probably been before, was it before 2000s? No, it
was in the early 2000s, I believe.
It was in early 2000s. But I don't know if they had already started the blood testing up there. Hey, can you take care of this for just 1 second?
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Well, I can just read everybody's comments. Oh, flies on the coleslaw. I think it has to be a felony, though. Not sure. That's what I was thinking. I know a lot of people that's been in and out of jail. It don't seem like that's procedure. Real Rockin' Robin. Hey, Robin. They are just wanting more from the cow channel. Of course they are. She had fines she did not pay, so she did jail time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I seen she had 90 days over her head, possibly. Maybe probation. Yeah, I'm almost positive parents don't pay for DNA testing to confirm or deny family member found deceased. Would that be a TBI crime lab or medical examiner responsibility?
Where are you at? I'll start putting them up on the screen.
Birdie's
Sorry
crime
about
chat.
that, guys. Thank you, Kirst.
Yeah.
Sorry, meant to say Candace and Don wants more money from the cow channel. I wouldn't say the cow channel ain't wanting more money too. Let me ask you, Kirst. Can I ask you a question? Why
Yeah,
do you think it is that they're so buddy with Don and Candace?
I'm conflicted. And a lot of things I don't like to say out loud because Don and Candace could be listening. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you can talk to me on the
So
phone.
I guess I don't want to answer that one publicly. Because I believe that too much is said on YouTube.
Right.
And we have to remember those parents are out here listening. And that's certain things just shouldn't be said. Certain people do certain things for a reason.
Right. DW was on probation and the U.S. Marshals grabbed him in Tennessee, if I remember. I bet his DNA profile has been done. The farmer has known other people with records who were close to her family. Right?
Well, you'd think Don would know if they've taken his DNA or not.
Well, yeah, he would.
I mean,
Kathy says, so true, Kirst.
well, the remains are bones now. So I would say at this point, is it safe to say, unless something's broke, that they will probably never know how that child became deceased? The one that they found in Carroll County.
They're talking, Vet Girl's talking to you, panel guest. Thumbs up. Yes, taken back to Utah, right? I'm not sure what was said, so.
Yeah. Did you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's get it done. Don't have any, don't think too hard on it. You're not going to get in trouble if it is her and she's found. It's
Right.
it's not going to put you in jail.
I think it's horrible.
It is horrible.
I think this whole thing is horrible. Was the Long Island Jane Doe identified 2 weeks ago? I don't know.
Well, I can't believe they've had a child missing since, well, whenever they're saying that long, and it's still not been claimed. I mean, how many children do they have missing in that area that someone hasn't stepped up and said, that could be my child?
Right. The ones that I'm doing stories on that my videos about, that one little girl that's on the cover page of that website, that little girl's been gone since 1988, and she was 3 or 4 years old, and nothing. They haven't heard nothing.
So it sounds like it might be a parent issue.
Right.
It's not.
Well, I bet because this little girl was stuffed in a duffel bag, then put in a suitcase, then put in a TV cabinet.
Then what?
And left in an abandoned house. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Alpaca Maid. Show the algorithm that you like listening to what we're talking about. Yes, 1988. And Lisa says, yes, Jane Doe from Long Island has been identified. Last night, DW said the news advised the child died year 2017, but NamUs had no estimated date of death on their last update, unless I missed something. Because it could pretty much be at any time. Like Kirst was just saying, in 2000, it's saying that the child died at some point between now and 2017.
I'm going to read that slowly because he didn't say the news. He said Critters and Miss Christine 555 advised him, is what he said.
Where are we at? Yeah.
Those ladies should be encouraging anything. Don't worry about the outcome. Encourage positive. Even if there's a 0.5% of a chance, go for it. I mean, what else you got to do with your time?
Yeah, how's it going to hurt anything? It's not going to hurt nothing.
Right.
Don talks to 555 all the time and share. You know what I'm going to start? I hate to curse my favorite robot like this, but you know what? I'm so sick of saying 555. We're going to start calling Christine 55555. We're going to start calling her Johnny 5.
Johnny 5.
You know who Johnny 5 is?
I don't think so. It's not popping up. Johnny 5.
Guys, help me with the name of that movie.
Johnny Bravo?
No, Johnny 5. I think it's Johnny 5. The robot guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
He's a robot? Johnny 5, the robot.
Yeah, he's a robot. Oh, it's a absolute wonderful romantic comedy. What's his name? Johnny 5.
If I still had a kid missing, there is no reason for women to be on the phone all day with Dawn.
No.
There's not. It's inappropriate.
Thank you.
You know what?
Short Circuit is the name of that movie. You need to go watch it.
Oh, I've heard of that. Okay.
Johnny 5 is the star of the show, and he's a robot.
Okay.
But I'm so sick of hearing 555. I'm so tired of hearing can. It makes me sick.
It's can't.
Any form of that baby talk shit gets on my nerves. Excuse my language. I am so sorry.
I know.
But it does, especially the last few days. It's just, I swear, the word could not be more appropriate, calling those people sycophants, because it really makes you sick to your stomach to the way they act.
Right.
And that's truly the description of them, is a sycophant. It is a great movie, Birdie. So I'm going to start calling Christine Johnny 5. Anyways, guys, it is 2:15 or 2:15.
Wow. Where are you at?
I'm somewhere. Where'd you go? There you go, Kirst. I dropped the bell the link for you. You call her ass hat, so there it is. That you're a poet and you didn't even know it. She ran with the red truck on Google Map and never showed the date of the Google Map. No, you ring the bell, sweetheart, it's beside the subscribe button. It's so that you can, it'll give you notifications when I go live and when I put videos and stuff out. She moved to another whole time zone. Moonshine Girl, I don't know for certain, but maybe one of the missing children organizations like National Children for Missing and Exploited Children or NamUs, but I'd have to verify for sure, hun. Ronnie Lawson said finding the red truck will break the case open. You do great all by yourself. Oh, psh. Anyways, I'm getting ready to jump off here, guys. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, and that's what I was trying to say a minute ago. And plus, it's getting close to time to fix dinner. And remember, we still have a members live at 9 o'clock tonight. So I've got a lot of stuff I got to get done between now and then. I am very grateful that all of you showed up. I greatly appreciate your support. I appreciate your friendship, your camaraderie, your brainstorming. It's 10:15 p.m. here, nearly bedtime, and I need beauty sleep. I have been trying to find beauty in my sleep for years. Me too, May May. Still ain't found her. Yeah, not after dark. Don't miss it, members. Lawson never said that. All right, guys. Remember, hug your kids, call your parents, thank your good Lord above, and pray that some of these, if not all of these babies, get to find their way home. And that maybe, perhaps, everybody on YouTube, whether you're a creator, a viewer, a sub, a mod, a member, a subscriber, that we all do and act the way the good Lord would see for us to do. And with that, I will see you guys. Some of you I'll see tomorrow. The rest of you I'll see tonight at 9 o'clock. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.